The width of the copy room door at my work is spanned by a poster of a USA flag with the words, "God Bless America" in bold font below. It's bad enough that requests for a blessing are being posted in a government building like where I work, but that complaint is superseded by the Bible on the bookshelf inside of the copy room. My complaint is with the phrase, "God Bless America," in and of itself. I find it difficult to understand why people who worship a being whom they think created the entire cosmos and designed every human who ever existed for a unique and individual purpose really believe that God cares about one country over the other. The idea of borders and property lines are completely designed and maintained by man. Humans are the only ones who decided what property belongs to whom with their diplomatic, financial, and militaristic means all around the world. Can any theist really justify thinking that God would or could ever bless a single country over another one? Not only is it impractical to believe that God would favor one man-made nation over another because he appreciates one nation's religious tendencies or governmental policies more than the rest, but it's incredibly selfish to only wish a blessing upon your own country. If you feel you can sway God to bless an entire nation of people, why stop there? Why not ask God to bless the entire planet or the entire human race? Does that seem like too big of a request for him, or does the rest of the world not seem as worthy of God's blessing as America apparently is? If God was real and I was God, I'd be frustrated by America. Its leaders have claimed to go to war with my support when I didn't give it to them. Its people are among the most likely to express their faith in me, but the least likely to actually read my holy text. They've pretentiously pestered me with prayers for trivial matters like promotions at work while other nations were asking for things like food and clean water. They brag the most about their love for my alleged son, but ignored his basic teachings of generosity and selflessness the most. They have collected millions of tax-exempt dollars in my name, but have never given me a cent. Putting myself in a position of God, I find no reason that America, of all places, deserves any variety of blessings at all, let alone more than other countries. It's typical that nationalism would run through our American veins enough to make us vain enough to believe that God would prefer us. It's natural for humans to categorize ourselves into groups and to associate a loyal pride with that group to solidify ourselves in the advantages of group survival. From a young age, we teach our children to have family, ethnic, school, religious, and of course, national pride. We teach this as if the child has any choice as to what family and ethnic group he or she is born into, what school or religion he or she belongs to at a young age, as if they could be proud of a decision to be born in a country that they were. We teach them to behave as if those arbitrary things about their ethnic and geographical locations are accomplishments for them to gloat over. So it's understandable that children injected with these false pride issues at a young age would grow into ignorant adults who expect some God to bless their country and only their country, just because that's the country they happen to have been born in. I prefer to reserve my pride for things that I had some kind of choice in or some kind of effect on, but what do I know? I'm just some guy in a hoodie.